Hi guys, it's Gina. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. I went to the Goodwill to find some things to flip and told you that I would share those things with you. Just a little bit about myself. I am a registered nurse. I've been a nurse for 25 plus years. I currently work a full-time nursing job and a part-time nursing job. And then I run an eBay store. Part-time, but I run it like I run it seriously and like a real business. I treat it like a real business. So yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna incorporate a YouTube channel in there, but I'm going to do my best because I love it. I love the thrill of treasure hunting and finding great things and the flexibility that comes with it. And I love it. The name of my eBay store is The Goodbye Girls with an S resale, and sometime I will share with you why why I chose that as my name and why it's important to me. So let's get started. I'm just going to go right into it. Also, I sell a little bit of everything. I don't know that I would consider myself an everything seller, but I'm definitely an anything seller. And if I can flip it for a profit, I probably will. So, but the first thing I do, this is important, at least it was for me in the beginning. When I get home with my items, I log everything down by hand, sort of in a notebook. I don't know that I will always do that, but I'm new to this. Back in July, I hurt my knee, and this is how this whole thing started because I hurt my knee. I was feeling sorry for myself with, my leg in a recliner and ice and the whole thing. And I thought, what am I going to do? I need to make money and I need to come up with a way to, run a business, at least a side hustle. So when I get home with my items, I write them all down and I will write how much I spent on each thing. Sometimes if you go to like the Goodwill, for example, you'll see red ticket items 50% off. So I will write the word red at the top and circle it so that I know when I get to that item and I look down at it, it's $5 or $5.99, whatever. I spent half of that on that item. And then I enter it later into a program that I use called Flipwise, which is awesome. Thanks to Justin of Justin Resells and Justin Resells, yes. It's been fabulous, and I will discuss that in more detail as well at some point because it's great. So let's just get started right away with what I bought tonight, okay? Just a few things. Now, in addition to this, I want you to know that the price tags are still on these items on purpose, okay? I don't want you to, give me like, oh, she kept the price tags on, that's weird, or she forgot. No, I do this on purpose because I haven't logged them yet. Okay, so this is the first thing, and I write them down. I research it, I write it down, and so that's what I'm going to read to you. So the first thing I bought, the ring light is you're seeing in the view in the thing, but is and I wrote it down, so I'll read it to you. It is a Teleford 24% lead crystal petal edge diamond cut footed compote candy bowl dish. Okay, now it's to me it's gorgeous. I know that clear glass doesn't sell all that well. Colored glass is selling better right now for some reason, but to me it's absolutely just beautiful. And sometimes I take a chance because things are just so perfect to me and so beautiful. I check the edges for cracks and chips. I didn't see any. It's just darling. So it's gonna be hard for me to put down because I don't know if you'll see it. But yeah, so that's what this is. I paid $2.50 for it. It was $5, as you can see, and the black tag was 50% off tonight. So I paid $2.50 for it. I will list it for probably $20 to $25 in that range. That might be a little high. I might get more like $16 or $18 for it, but that's fine. It's heavy. It's actually quite heavy. I have a scale over there. I just weighed it. It's like 2.5 pounds. And I always keep my tape measure nearby, always. I have tape measures everywhere. They're in my desk drawer and in my car and in my purse and everywhere. So this is the first item that I bought. It's actually heavy, but I just thought it was beautiful. The second thing I bought is, again with the price tag, I know it's like so mini pearl of me, but it is, it was $2.99, also black tag, so $3 of $1.50 is what I paid for this. I don't know if you can see it up close, but I don't know. I just thought it was neat. I thought it was cool. Like at first I thought maybe it was for like olive oil or salad dressing, but then I researched it because you have to research everything you buy. You have to check comps, sell-through rates. A lot of people don't like to do that. And I know why, and it's exhausting sometimes, but you should do it because otherwise you're really just wasting your money. So I try to do it. This is called a vintage 1970s log cabin glass maple syrup dispenser pitcher, gold eagle motif. Again, I paid $1.50 for it. So it's for maple syrup and it's from the 70s. For some, maybe because I'm 55 years old, I'm not embarrassed to share that with you. I think it's important to share that stuff with you guys because I think that this will maybe hopefully teach someone that it's never too late to start doing this, and really fun. I love it. So anyway, this was $1.50. Yeah, so that's that one. And then the third thing I bought, also heavy, is this oval vintage oval. I'm going to try to pronounce all these words right, so bear with me. Vintage oval serving platter, Limoges, France, large, B and Company, and then El Bernardo and Company. So this one, I don't know. Again, people they frown upon, like they see plate. A lot of people see plates or they see platters, and all they really see is the nightmare behind the shipping of it all. Mostly because these pieces are very old and fragile, but for me, it's so beautiful that I can't resist. I just can't resist. And sometimes they sit for a while. I probably have like 10 of these right now in my storage, but I don't care. And they do sell. Sometimes they just take a little bit longer to sell. So it's big though. You guys can see it's big, which is good for a lot of people. Especially if you have, I don't know, what is that? 13 inches, 13 probably by 8. And if you have people over, nothing is special anymore. And I think that's, for me, that's part of why I love doing this, because everything's bought in bulk and in junk and all that. Now, things aren't as special as they used to be. So this is really special. So you have people over and you can put hors d'oeuvres on here, or pot roast, anything you want. Okay, so that's this one. Just some other things. I started becoming interested a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago, in dolls and toys, vintage toys, things like that. There's a YouTube channel that I love, Rebel Reseller, Rebel the Reseller, and she and her husband are just so cool. And I know they sell other things, some clothing items, but mostly they sell toys, and they know a lot about toys, vintage toys especially. So I took a chance on these two things. That is 2 bags. I'm going to move my platter so nothing happens to it. And then I'm not going to take all these things out of the bags, but they're doll clothes. They're doll clothes. They were $6.99 each, of course, black tag. So that's, what is that? $7, $3.50 for each bag. I think I got that right. And I don't know. I haven't really looked in here yet. I just know that some of them are American Girl doll items. Some of them are Cabbage Patch Kid clothes. And they're super cool. Like this first one is just, it's just a tank top or like a pajama, I don't know what. And it says American Girl across the top, right? So that's what this is going to be. I'm not going to open it up now, like I said. Maybe I will in another video just for fun and show everybody. But yeah, there's a lot of things in here. A lot of, look at this. I may as well share some of it. Okay, there's actually doll hair in it. It is doll hair, I can tell. Okay, American Girl, hairbrush. Cool, right? Cool stuff. Jackets, super cute, just cute stuff. So yeah, lots of them. Like I said, I will make a separate video if you guys really want me to. You can mention it somewhere. If you want to comment, you can, and just say, I'd love to see the doll clothes kind of all out, spread out. Super neat. And just cute. And I think part of the whole doll thing with me too is they just make me feel good. You know, there's nothing like looking through a bin full of teddy bears, right? And one of them looks at you with these sweet little eyes. And, you know, something about that that makes you feel bad. It's all good stuff. So I'm going to put these aside and then move on to some of the more practical things that I'd like to sell. I'm not in love with selling clothing, but I do, because clothes are your sort of bread and butter, so to speak. They make you your money. And part of the reason why I chose the Goodbye Girl as my name is because about 15 years ago, I owned and operated a consignment shop. I sold women's clothing, handbags, shoes, jewelry, and I had a whole room of vintage items as well. And it was so clothing became familiar to me, and I just follow the trends when it comes to clothes. I like to look for classic names, you know, like Calvin Klein and Ralph Lauren and those things. But, you know, like I just also find very basic pieces. The bigger the item, the easier it sells. People in general are bigger than they used to be. We are bigger than we used to be. So generally, you know, sizes like 2X, 3X, 4X, great. If you're at a thrift shop and you're looking at clothes and you're going all the way up to 2X and 3X, keep going, because they're worth, you know, they're good in the resale market. So this one is just LL Bean, a basic LL Bean. I believe I don't even know if I think it's women's. I'm not even sure. I have to research it. I haven't researched the clothes yet. But this is just a basic long sleeve t-shirt. It doesn't look like it's ever been worn, although it's probably old and maybe it has been, but it's in great condition. That was $2, I think $2.99. And then this one is, who is this? Oh, this is new with tags. This is Lane Bryant. That was more of a popular brand years ago, but it still sells for me. Torrid does a little bit better, I think, than Lane Bryant, but this is new with tags, and it really is just a t-shirt. What size is this one? This is a 22-24, just women's pink t-shirt. You know, spring and summer are coming, and I live in Pennsylvania. I'm from Allentown, Pennsylvania. I live right outside of Allentown in a tiny town called Whitehall, PA, right about an hour from Philly. So spring is coming, spring and summer are coming. So I'm trying hard not to grab sweaters and jackets and stuff anymore, even though I like to buy those things. I'm going more towards the t-shirts. What else did I bought a bag of jewelry, beads, necklaces. I buy earrings, rings, lots of jeans. A lot of jeans sell. The wide leg jeans are very popular right now. And again, it's just like about trends. I sell more men's jeans right now than I do women's. And again, bigger sizes. You know, I sell like Yesterday, I don't know, 46 by 30 was one of the sizes I sold yesterday. A few days before that, 44 by 32. So they're definitely bigger guys, right, that are buying these jeans. And I don't know, it's just, I enjoy it. I sell hats and gloves, and right now, baseball gloves are very popular. I can't keep enough baseball gloves on my shelf downstairs in my basement where I keep everything. Usually it's like 11.5 inches or bigger, 12 inch. The kids' gloves do okay, but the men's gloves do better, baseball or softball gloves. And I just have to research it. Somebody said on one of the channels that I watched recently, you don't have to know what it is in order to sell it. And when she said it, I laughed, and I thought that sounded ridiculous at the time. But then the more I thought about it, the more, hey, that's true. And that's why researching is important, and doing your homework is important, and all of that. So, but yeah, there's a lot to go over, and I'm excited about this. And like I said, I'm going to try to find the time to make a YouTube channel. I would like to, my goal is to do 2 or 3 longer videos a week, and just take you shopping with me. Pretty soon it'll be warm outside, and we can go yard sailing rather, and estate sales. I'm looking for church sales. All that stuff is just so much fun, and I don't know, just I get a kick out of it. So this is fun, nothing but fun. Hopefully I find more time in the future to do more of it, because I love it so much. So thanks for joining me. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much. And tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to put together another one, like I said, shopping. And then also I'm going to be doing shipping videos with you, because shipping is one of those things that it's very intimidating to a lot of resellers. They just don't get it, the whole shipping thing. And it took me a while to get used to it as well. So again, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.